Hi, in this video I'm going to do the retraining of the past Kingdom versus Kingdom, which was another big failure. I already complained about the restart of the Excalibur invasion season about 2 weeks ago, when we had much too tough opposition, and that was the same. Yeah, that was the case again yesterday. And that's, it starts to be more and more frustrating, I guess. I was called upon at a certain moment. Many players had already lost a lot, didn't have a lot of gold anymore, and they called upon me to mega garrison a tower. And just want to show you, I should have to scroll a bit. I have just harvested a lot of resources from my farm. Sorry about that. Should have thought about this before and already bookmarked the report. Luckily my march size is quite big and I can carry a lot, so we don't have to this is one to keep for later, so I didn't have to attack my farm that often. So I was mega garrison a tower. So this was my mega against a solo attack. One of the opponents scouted me, and he saw that, and he attacked right away. And that was such a failure. I mean, we almost lost everything. So it was not completely full, I think, but we almost lost everything. And the opponent only 280,000. That's really, I mean, it really shows that for a player like me, I haven't spent for a very long time, and in the total I didn't spend much at all in this game. It is just, not, you cannot really participate anymore. The only thing you can do is donate your troops to somebody else's mega. And I knew this was likely to happen, but I've been asked before to, oh, Pim, you take over the mega, I want to do that, I want to do this. Okay, I do it, but it's, this is the result, and it's, I'm kind of, this is for players like me. You cannot play a role of any importance. I mean, Kingdom vs Kingdom is still a lot about tactic. It's not just about spending, but you cannot use, no matter how good your tactics are, if you don't spend, you're going to lose from players like this, which is a bit frustrating, and it makes me think back of the old times before the merger, when we were in much smaller kingdom size-wise, and there were a few players that were stronger than me, and the opponents were often quite a good match for us. And at that time, I could, if I had a full garrison, I was doing a mega with a full garrison in Avalon or in a tower, none of our opponents would dare to solo attack me, and they would lose big if they would, because the differences of the opponents that we had and what I had was not so big. There were probably a lot bigger players as well, but we weren't matched up with them because we also didn't have any big players. That was a lot nicer at that time. And I know I sound like a very old man now to say everything in the past was always better, but that was, that's the way I experienced it. And that's really, if we see a loss like this, it just emphasizes that the current situation is not so nice for players like myself. Okay, so what to do now is recover from the losses. Actually, I participated only a little bit of the Kingdom versus Kingdom, and that was probably my, that is what saved me a lot. I'm participating normally like 7 to 9 times in a year. I participate in a chess competition on Saturdays, and that meant in this situation I had about 1 hour to play before I went there. And when I came back, things weren't finished, so I joined the Kingdom vs Kingdom there as well. And that gave me this amount of troop loss, from which mostly I think was in the rally that I was, the mega garrison that I was leading, that we lost. But it was not. This is quite a lot, but it's not so bad compared to a lot of other players from my kingdom. So I guess I was lucky that I didn't have time to dedicate fully to the game yesterday. But still, this amount already requires more than 500 million food to recover, and also quite some other resources. And I've been speed healing, including during Kingdom First Kingdom, because my hospital was full in no time. I was in a couple of rallies and garrisons while I was having my life preserver on, and even though we won, yeah, the hospital was filling up very fast. So I was speed healing. That cost me quite some resource, and I've also been doing that a few times during the sword relays event. So I was already using up a lot of resources. I was totally empty, so I had to get some resources from my farms just now, which I did, which you saw in the attack list. Okay, a lot of talk, time to do the healing. I'm going to focus mostly on bowmen and infantry, but I am going to do a large batch of cavalry as well. I think I've already selected all the gear, is good. The talent points are focused on balance, that is good. What else do we have? I'm going to use a training scepter. That is going to give me some much needed extra. And I thought about using the speeding up this to get another 5%. In the end, haven't done that. I think I will just wait it out, but I don't know if that's smart. I didn't do any calculation, so it might have been better if I speed it up first. Should I still do it? Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to speed it up. This is that extra level is going to give me a bit more training capacity and a bit more training speed up. So I'm just going to do that, speed it up. Then I can start with my hospital and maybe speed that up the next time before we have our next kingdom versus kingdom, because the extra hospital capacity is also, it's not much, but it's much appreciated. Okay, let's do that. I should have, how many speed ups is it going to? Yeah, no problem. Okay, that is done. What else? The heroes. I have my Lady Isabel for the extra training capacity, always nice. And HelloS, I still don't have Yvain the Bestower to 6 stars, I think should be. Don't have that yet. If she does get to 6 stars, I think she's better, but yeah, I'm not there yet and still quite far away actually. So those are the ones for heroes for troop training. So I think I'm ready to get started. So now that I'm ready, I will activate the talents, the population search to reduce the resource cost, and the quick training to get an extra 10% as well. First, I'm going to train a large batch of cavalry. Yeah, and then I've activated everything, right? Yes, and then do the rest. So a lot will be bowmen, and quite some will be, or even more will be infantry. So let's just focus on that. I want to do, that is a lot indeed. It should be around 50 of no, not 50, around 45, I think. I think 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Oh. That's their own building. I think they should then be 38. $39, 40, 41, 42, and then that is it, I think. Then we are going to start a big one. Okay. And then we start here. And how many do we want to do here? Well, we have to see. So let's see what is the power of 1. One, 3, 6, 9. 1, 3, 6, 9. So that is, yeah, let's say the difference is now 27, 50, 64, 1, 3, 6, 9, 64. We say around, I don't know. Let's start with around 50, I think. We will just check back once we have done 40 how much we still have to do. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40, and let's see where we're at now. Getting quite close. So that was 1.3, and we still have 6.5 to go. So let's do 4 first and then see. Oh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's do a half. About half, that should still be okay, and then I'm not going to time it until the last last bit of power, but now, yeah, I mean, you could go a bit further, calculate this, but that's a bit not something I want to do during this video, to have exactly stay like a few power points below the limit, but this is good enough for me. So now I'm going to do another big batch. And since I don't know how many Kingdom vs Kingdoms you're going to lose, I prefer to leave a stock and just build with train with the small batches. Okay. Start that one as well. And then that means that for the next couple of days, I'm going to do my 200 troops, 3 times 200 troops a day. I'm going to do that with Siege. It's now still quite early on in the day. I'm not going to be on at reset, so I can say maybe going to train 18 hours first batch, and then after that do a few small ones. Of probably a few of tier 1 siege ones, just to get the points for the dailies. Okay, well, that was it. I hope now finally in the next Excalibur invasion we are going to be relegated to the C category and get some more equal opponents, where at least we could hold on to our own Avalon, because that was too hard this time. Okay, well, not really good news this time. I hope you still enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or any questions, that is always much appreciated, and thanks